Another beautiful tool we can use when we are grieving people is to write them a letter. And people have done this for years and years because it really does help in feeling like we get to see them and speak to them. But we also feel them coming in, and you may feel like there's a bit of a conversation moving through. And if you have stronger mediumship, you may be able to talk to them, you may hear them. But for most people, it is a feeling, maybe see them in dream state, but miss them. And there may be harder things, like we have things left unsaid or things we still needed from them, or maybe even just to vent and to clear your mind from some of the harder angles. As they move over, they lose their fear and their insecurity and their programs. So when you need to release some harsher judgments of them, this does not harm them, this does not damage them, but we still need to process some things. And if it's written, you may tear it up and throw it away, you may set fire to it and send it out into the elements. It is very cathartic. But when we lost somebody today, yesterday, so soon, and we haven't adapted to their physical body not being here and the routines or the things that we had hoped to get more time or more words with. It's a really beautiful gift you give yourself to start to write to them and tell them what you're thinking and feeling, and let them know when you love them, when you resented them, when you felt loved by them, when you wanted more love. Move through your emotional process and let them come to you, let them find you, let them carry you, let them support you, but let yourself have the words and be allowed the time and space to say them, to gather your thoughts, to find what you want to say. You will move through sadness and happiness and anger and missing them and relief. There are pieces of all of this in grief, and all of it is valid. But you can look after yourself. You can give yourself the opportunity for a voice, especially in those hours when sometimes we're on our own and it feels deep and lonely and we miss people terribly. We can use this time, we can use this energy in the positive, empower ourselves and speak our truth. And that helps complete some of the energy cycles we did together so that you can just receive and just be loved. But it gives you power and control over your emotional well-being when something you had no power of control has happened. So take the time. You may find yourself a beautiful diary and wrote notes forever and use that journaling technique. You may get a piece of paper or a napkin and just say, here's what I think. You may keep it, but more likely you will write it and dispose of it because you've said your piece and you can move on in a relationship with them and you that honors their new state of being, but also your new state of receiving their energy. And what you're going to do in your journey now that there is space that was created by both your souls for the next piece.